So this might be the last weekly spread you see on this notebook. Reason being is because I find it a little too much to be carrying around both. Even if I mainly use them at the house, I sometimes plan either in my kitchen or my bedroom, sometimes in the living room, and carrying around both notebooks is kind of like too much. I just want to be carrying one book around. And since typically I work on my daily pages, having to carry this notebook to see the weekly just isn't the best thing. So I think I'm gonna stop putting my weeklies here and also move my monthly plans back into my common planner. So that's something you can expect for next week. My weekly will be done on my common planner as well, and I'll just be referencing the same monthly calendar that I have on my common planner too, just so I won't have to be carrying both books around to reference anything. And luckily this week, or should I say this month, was fairly empty, so there's not much information I need to transfer so far. And overall, like I said on my last episode, I've been using a lot of just brown tones to decorate these spreads and a set of coffee stickers that I bought. I very much enjoyed it, though I do think I'm going to switch it up just a little bit for my common planner since I want to experiment with some other different colors for the month of October. With this week marking the start of a new month, I felt like I was working with a completely new slate. So I made sure to give myself enough room in this weekly to just brainstorm and write down anything I wanted to, including some journaling space. So I separated, of course, a section for the week itself, the main dates, but overall I had a big checklist section and bigger sections where I could just journal and think of any additional things that I would like to get accomplished this month and to start off this week. So that's always very exciting to dream a little about all the plans that could perhaps happen and occur during this first week. So at least to get the ball rolling, right? So I went ahead and did that, decorated with my stickers briefly, and just wrote in some of the top things that I could remember. TMI perhaps, but I swear that my cycle and the start of this month just aligned perfectly, that I had such good energy for this week, like a productiveness that I had not seen in myself for months, I think. But as I said, there were a lot of great starts and some things that I didn't even have planned for this week but got accomplished was that I went ahead and cleaned out my pantry, and that was a whole process in itself. As you know, it gets worse before it gets better, and it was very overwhelming to just see everything out in the open and having just cleaned certain areas and now seeing them back in such a mess was not the best scene, but it did turn out so well. I feel like I know now exactly what I have and know what we need more of. So that was really good. Another thing is that I don't really have experience gardening. The few couple of plants that I've planted in the past, mostly flowers and shrubs, I have not had a good outcome with, but I'm trying my hand at it again this month, but this time with a couple of veggies. I know the last time I tried, which was about 2 years ago, I did get little sprouts, but I didn't show them enough care for them to continue. I don't even know the correct terms. I know it wouldn't be flourishing for them to develop into maturity. So they needed more love and care, but with my daughter just recently being born and being a baby, like my attention just went elsewhere. So I'm giving that another try because it's something that I would definitely like to master, a skill set that I would like to have. So it's nice to be doing this again with the seedlings, but this time with my daughter helping out. And following on an update from my monthly goals, I am so happy to say that I did purchase some items for the master bath clean that I have to do. So I have some rags now that I can throw away once I disinfect the area. And I also bought myself an additional broom because the old one that I have, I want to use it to scoop up both like some roach and mice droppings. So I know, disgusting, gross things, but this is exactly why I wanted to have a new broom. So the broom that I currently have, I won't have to use it again once I sweep up. And now I have that, so I have no excuse to not get started. I have those things ready. And second thing, another thing that was on my monthly goals was having more family time, and we sure got a good date in. Afterwards, we went to a little bookstore that we love. This one tends to be a very big one. I've seen it all across Texas, so I'm sure it would be in other states as well. It's called Half Price Books, and I like going there because you find a lot of older titles, and it's just, I feel like those older books have a stronger, library scent. So it's just nostalgia and the hunt of finding something that, isn't popular anymore. So we went there and I got myself another gardening book. As I say, I'm really trying to get serious about this. So, lucky to say, I have that now in my collection. And I'm eager to know, how is y'all's October going? Did you all complete anything that you had already from your monthly, or did you make any progress from it? I'm happy to see that I'm moving at least in the right direction. And let's see what this second week holds.